Hey there, I'm the Mad Catster, and am I glad to see you here? I got a download this evening from Catherine McBroom's Crystals, and boy, come with me for a trip to Crazy Town. Let's get into it. Thank you for joining me this evening for the continuing saga of the McBroom family, in particular Catherine Dolores McBroom. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and you'll meet my deaf cat, Stefan. And I'm going to tell you right now, strap in and keep your feet inside the ride because this one's about to get started. Catherine McBroom this weekend set the internet abuzz when she posted on social media that she's advising her followers to keep their phones on airplane mode at night. Now, she's buying into those crazy debunked 5G conspiracy theories, which most of us who have half a brain know are just complete rubbish. But apparently, this is Catherine's new thing. It's always something new with her. In her post, Catherine warns some people won't understand, and that's okay. But for those who do, make sure you put your phones on airplane mode every night before going to sleep, especially 5G. Ways to protect yourself from any wireless technologies is orgonite. Some orgonite look like pyramids. Put them around the house. We have to protect ourselves from electromagnetic fields. So, some people won't understand, which I assume means those of us who are sane. But for those who do, which I assume are her fellow conspiracists, that I don't know how you say that, conspiracists? I don't know. But so the crazy ones, they'll understand is what she's saying. And she's in their camp, so, put your phones on airplane mode, put your phones in a lead box, hide everything because the government's coming to chip you. But anyways, so I had to look up and see what orgonite was. So what is orgonite? I looked it up. It says it's a mixture of catalyzed fiberglass resin with metal shavings, particles, or powders poured into molds. It is said to attract etheric energy, whatever the hell that is. Some people also add a couple of crystals to the mixture. That's right up Catherine's alley, for their ability to make the energy more coherent or to enhance the working of the orgonite. So you throw a lot of shit into a mold and you pour in some resin, and voila, you have the perfect invisible shield to keep that nasty electromagnetic field away from you, right? So orgonite is basically a substance which functions as a self-driven, continuously operating, highly efficient energy transmutation device, drawing in negative life energy and transmuting it into positive energy. So it's a sort of, it's sort of like I don't know, a magic vessel that turns anything bad into something good. It's like, turning coal into diamonds, I guess. Whatever happened to just using your everyday, average, ordinary tinfoil hat for this stuff? I thought that was like the cure all. Now we have to make these special concoctions, throwing any crap we have lying around the garage into a mold and pouring some resin on top of it. So, conspiracy theorists, those of you who don't know, conspiracy theorists have long alluded to the fact that they believe that 5G is responsible for the pandemic, first of all, was one of them. The other one was that they created the virus in order to distract people from the fact that they were putting up 5G cell towers. And a few people actually think that 5G is an effort to depopulate the earth. Because we all want to depopulate the earth. Because, I don't know, for shits and giggles. And they actually blame it. Some of them blame it on Monsanto. Monsanto's not high on my list of companies I like, but I think that's going a little too far. So some nut jobs in the UK even set fire. I think it was in 2020. They set fire to 5G towers because they thought, it was like some government conspiracy and it was connected to the pandemic and, all this other nonsense. And so they actually set the towers on fire, to save humanity. But one of the side effects of the pandemic is actually that because so many people have been working from home, 5G has actually become very popular. I have it, and my brain is still fine. And So the conspiracy theorists kind of got pushed off into the shadows because everybody wants faster internet speeds because we're all working from home. We're all using video conferencing. So, obviously, if you can get faster internet, and it's substantially faster, so that kind of put the kibosh. But Catherine's decided she's going to be a one woman crusade to revive the conspiracy theories. And she's probably going to be the queen of the 5G deniers, right? So there was a survey that was conducted by a website called inmyarea.com, which is, I think it's if you want to locate like what kind of cable and other things are in your area. So they did a survey back when 5G conspiracies were raging. And this is what they found. They surveyed a bunch of people, and half of the people that were surveyed had heard that 5G causes cancer. And of that 50% who had heard about it, 10% of the people actually believe it's true. Okay. Then 35% of the people had heard that it was China's way of spying on people, that they had created the 5G technology to spy on people. And of those 35%, 13% of those people actually believe it's true. Okay. Then almost as many think that Bill Gates is brainwashing people. Okay. That, I don't think that's anything new. I mean, people blame Bill Gates for all kinds of conspiracies. And 29% heard that 5G kills birds, and 19% of those people believe that it's really true. I thought it was windmills that killed birds, but anyways. And 10% heard that 5G damages trees and plants, and almost 25% of those people actually believe it. There's still a lot of nut job people out there, and Catherine McBroom has decided that she's going to be trendy and join the nut jobs. So, you heard that they said that in this organite, when you're making this crap, that some people put crystals in it, which I'm assuming Catherine to be one of those people. We all know that her fascination with crystals has been going on for a long time. She's talked about it in some of her videos, and then the latest, the house that they moved into, the tour that they did, Austin even highlights like the little nook she has all set up with all of her new age junk on it, and crystals and glass heads and other books and things. I think that's her way of, I guess, conjuring a cure to everything that ails you. And I'm wondering if perhaps she keeps the organite and the crystals at hand just in case, one of her bill collectors breaks in during the night and she can ward them off with it. But what I'm really waiting for is, I'm sure eventually Catherine McBroom is going to tell us that, the moon landing was fake as well. So that's just the latest episode in the Crazy Ace Family saga. And those of you who stick around, I'm going to introduce you to my deaf cat, Stefan. Anyways, thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Me and the cats are very grateful that you're here. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe, because almost 3/4 of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And you get to meet cute little cats. So please subscribe and stick around to meet my deaf cat, Stefan, and I will see you in the next one. So this is Stefan. He's got a little goopy in his eye, and he doesn't like to be held very much, although he's purring like crazy, and he loves to sleep with me. He's deaf. He was born deaf. He likes to sleep against my leg so that if I get up during the night, he knows that I'm getting up. He can feel it, and he will get up with me. But otherwise, believe it or not, he's going to get down. I'm really sorry, but he just doesn't really, he can't hear. So his perception and his focus in his world are all very visually oriented and oriented by smell. So, he can't, because he can't hear, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. So, but anyway, so Stefan's story is, back in 2017, I had 4 of my older cats all died in that year. And it was just such a crushing blow, because a couple of them were cats that I had for a very long time. A couple of them were adopted when they were adults, but I had 2 of the cats were cats that I had saved from euthanasia, and they just were really there. He's chasing one of the cats. He loves to chase the other cats. He's such a bully, but he's actually really sweet. He doesn't hurt them or anything. But so anyway, so I lost 4 cats in 1 year, and it was really difficult for me. So towards the end of the year, I had decided, you know, I'd like to get one more. I'd like to adopt another one. I was determined it was going to be a cat with special needs. And this is when I really got started on liking being attracted to cats that were really in desperate situations that, you know, nobody really wanted to step up and help them. And he wasn't in any danger, so, you know, I don't want to give the wrong impression. He was being fostered, and like I said, he was born deaf. He was 6 months old at the time. And so I went to this house out in the middle of nowhere where this woman had a house full of cats. I think more than I have, and they were everywhere. So this woman shows me where Stefan is. Incidentally, a lot of white cats are born deaf. You know, not like the majority, but oftentimes, if a cat is deaf, it's also white. I don't know why that is. Some genetic thing. But anyway, so she showed me where he was, and I said, "Oh God, I've got it. Let me pick him up." And she's like, "Oh, well, he doesn't like to be picked up, and he's not probably gonna cooperate with you, but he is a good cat." And I said, "Well, okay. Well, if he doesn't want to, I'll put him down." So I picked him up, and wouldn't you know, he nestled against my shoulder, and he promptly went to sleep. And she said, "It's ordained." So I don't know. My friends call me the cat whisperer because for some reason, cats who are difficult, I can get along with. It's really weird. I have some stories. Some of my cats that were feral that were absolutely the most difficult cats, and you know, they came around and became such loving cats. But anyway, so that's Stefan, and here's Edith again. You know, Edith. Edith loves to be around me. So that's Stefan's story. Thank you for joining me again. I will introduce you to yet another cat. There are still, yes, there are more you have not met. So join me in the next video. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I thank you, and I will see you in the next one.
Pretty please. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I get a treat for every new sub. Thank you.